And there's Sarah Jane, and they're coming for a walk around to look at things. They're screaming and playing. Always playing, always happy little girl. Happy, happy, happy little girl. Hey. Always playing, always wanting. Hot weather not bothered her too much. Dad. She can speak now. She can actually talk a little bit now. She says things like, if you go round and round the garden, she repeats it, saying mummy and daddy. Not quite crawling, but maybe you can get some idea of the size of the fire pits now, because we have a person in there. It's quite a big pit, and quite big furnaces. And we'll put the wood in here to keep it dry. So all's good. We just got to get people interested in selling, and I've got to get the money to buy more latex. People will be coming home from the rice field shortly. Rice planting will be finished at the end of next month or for this season. Kids are back from school. The village is very, very quiet on the rice times, because most of the people, women, older kids, anybody that can work gets out and plants rice. People coming back from work, unloading the tractor. The neighbours across the road. And we'll zoom in a little bit and see what we can see. Nice and cool, probably only about 26 degrees. Rains like this nearly every day. This isn't really the big wet. When a big wet comes, it just sheets down. This is just a painful wet, because if it rains at night or in the morning, we can't cut rubber. Well, I think I've figured an answer to that. But the rice farmers love it, because it fills all the rice paddies up, and get all their rice in, and the world's a good place. It has to come out, and then, or whoever's here, and either heat it up or cool it down. Which is at the back of the furnaces will have two big fans. So if you want to heat it up, you open the door, switch on the fan. Okay, we're at the front of the entrances. The big steel doors are completed, and they have one door for people and big swinging doors for forklifts, which we don't have, but I think I have about $1,000 left on the credit card, and I've got to buy a set of digital scales, big ones, because as I'm informed by Belle's uncle, when he was buying cassava, he had digital scales, and the man down the road had mechanical scales. So everybody thought the digital scales were right, and they brought their cassava to him. There's the Bangkok bus coming along. That's how you go to Bangkok if you haven't got money for airplanes, or if you like to see the scenery. We'll go inside the curing. That's the first rack with some rubber on drying and smoking. I don't know why it's smoking, why it's black. It stinks, you have to say, and this will stink a lot. As you can see, the guys, you can't blame them if they've never built anything like this before. and it's a learning experience. On the side, there's where the smoke comes out, in the middle where the smoke comes out, and the smoke comes out, and the smoke comes out. Well, the racks are big enough if you push them up against the wall to fit 2 in. So they measured the internal diameter, cut it in half, and made the racks that size. Well, you can't sit on those holes there. So either we have to build new racks, which I think is the idea, to fit properly. And then of course they built them to a height which is 2 meters, on the idea the forklift could lift up and put things on top. Okay. So I'm told originally it was 6 days. Poke your hand in there, it's pretty hot, a light oven. It's just a little oven where you put the samples in and it dries them out. And since we didn't have anybody here, this chap here, as I said, has built it from scratch. Smart man. And it's just a tin box with some insulation and some hot lights. And you put little trays in and they'll dry out the rubber, and you take them out and you weigh them and you know how much content you got. Yeah, simple 40-watt lights in a small confined area. I don't know how long they'll last, but it should only be going for a couple of hours a day. All very good. Back at the furnaces again, as I said. This one's ready to rock. We're probably not going to start the other one up yet, because it'll take a while to fill this one. And as we're going to just fill it up and fire it up. Though we may sell just dried rubber for originally to get the cash flow. There's not a big difference in price between the smoked and just the sun-dried or dried rubber, but you can keep the dried rubber for longer. If the prices are down, you keep the rubber until the price goes up and then you sell it, where the sun-dried rubber has to be sold and taken off for someone like me to do. Okay, this is back in the office again. This table here is where the chemicals will be kept, and we'll be doing our testing. There's a little set of jeweler scales there for gram weight. Although we've got the oven in the factory now, because we're not doing that much rubber that it needs to come in here, because it's very hot and this place really does need air conditioning. But I can't afford the air conditioning, and air conditioning can wait. It's got a TV because someone sleeps here every night, and a fridge. So all is good. All very, very good. We're in business, and we've got to go into Bank Ubon on Friday. Although not to actually set up a company, we're just going. It's Thursday, our first day. These are the first 2 drums of bought latex. The man who owns this is a cut rubber place, and he's trying this out for a month to see if he makes as much money from liquid as he does from solid. So we went down and picked up our first 2 drums, so today officially we're making rubber and hopefully making money.